Unit 5. Gifts. Lessons 1, 2, and 3. New words. Castle. A building to protect a country. Concert hall. A place to celebrate. Museum. A building related to the past. Palace. A place where the king lives. Tower. A narrow tall building. Skyscraper. Very tall building. Opera house. A theater building used for performances of opera. Temple. A historic building. Stadium. A place to watch football matches. Monuments. An important place related to history. Gift. It's a present. Property. A building that someone owns. Dominated. To be so strong. Skyline. The shapes made by buildings against the sky. Landmark. A sign that shows the places last to continue for a period of time. Construction. It's a process of building something. Host. To organize an event. Exhibition. To display a selection of items. Tourist attractions. Places that people visit for pleasure. Statue of Liberty. A very famous building in America. Ship. It means to sail. Parade. A public celebration. Structure. Something that is built. Lighthouse. A tower next to the sea that warns ships. Impressive. It means exciting. Sight. Something that worth seeing. The countryside. Related to the village. Spectacular. Fantastic. Royal. Fit for a king or a queen. Belong to. Something that you own. Generation. Members of a family. Arch. A curved building. Minaret. A tall tower of a mosque. Beam. It's a crossbar. Step. It's a movement. Browsing. It's related to using the internet. Grammar. Present perfect versus past simple. Present perfect. How to form the present perfect? We start with subject plus has or have plus past participle. Examples of the present perfect. Number 1. My mother has just gone to the store. Number 2. Jana has lived abroad for 5 years. To make negative, simply we add not after has or have. For example, I haven't seen the new movie yet. Then an example of a question. For example, have you finished your homework? We use the present perfect to, number 1, talk about recent events. For example, Tom has passed all the exams. Number 2, to talk about experiences. For example, I have eaten sushi in Japan. Number 3, to talk about an event that began in the past and continues up to now. For example, I have had this camera since May. Keywords. Number 1, ever. We often use the adverb ever to talk about experience up to the present. For example, have you ever cooked fish? Number 2, never. We use never for the negative form. For example, I have never played tennis. Just. We use it to express a recently completed action and put just between the auxiliary and the main verb. For example, we have just started our lessons. Already. It is used in an affirmative and question sentences to show that the action began in the past and finished at an indefinite time. Already can be placed before the main verb, past participle, or as the end of the sentence. For example, I have already been to Tokyo. Another example, I have been to Tokyo already. Note, have been or happen means someone has gone to a place and returned. But when someone hasn't returned, we use have or has gone. Yet, it is used in negative statements and questions. For example, have you met Judy yet? Another example, I haven't visited Luxor yet. Since it is used as a point in time and means from that point to the time of speaking. For example, he has lived here since he was young. We can use since with last, past simple, since Christmas, since then, since o'clock, since Friday, since January, since 2000. 4, it is used with a duration. For example, he has learned English for 5 years. And we can use for example, for ages, for 5 years, for 6 hours, for 2 weeks, for a long time, for the last week. Then we are going to talk about another grammar, which is past simple tense. We use the past simple tense to talk about action finished in the past. For example, I met my wife in 1983. Another example, I played football yesterday. Number 2, series of completed actions in the past. For example, first I got up, then I had breakfast. Keywords of the past simple tense: yesterday, last week, a month ago, and 2010. Negative sentences in the past simple tense. For example, they didn't go to Spain this year. I didn't see you yesterday. Questions in the past simple. For example, where did you go for your holidays? Then, did she play tennis when she was younger? Thank you.